Hey guys, Rick here. And what you're looking at, and the little clips you saw before this, is what my friends and I call Camp November. Camp November started 22 years ago with just my brother and I coming up to the North Shore in between seasons, if you will. In other words, it was too cold for the summer crowd, but not cold enough, no snow for the winter crowd. So there's a little window of opportunity, 2 to 3 weeks, the very beginning of November, that could open up these state parks to enjoy by yourself. The first park that we picked for this was Temperance River State Park. There was a little campsite, what I considered the best campsite on Lake Superior, and actually I still do, and I have circumnavigated Lake Superior and seen just about every campsite there is right on the shore. This one in Temperance River was the best, but it was booked and reserved for like a year to 2 years in advance. This is back when you had to phone in your reservations. So we figured the only way to get into it would be when nobody else wanted it, which was the first week of November. A benefit to this first week of November is that deer hunting is happening. And staying in a state park is about the safest place you could be in the out of doors on the first weekend of November. So, kind of put a mark in that check box. So we tried it, and we had Temperance River State Park all to ourselves. It was glorious. We were a little bit on the cold side. We had a tent. We put a heater in the middle of the tent, cooked outside, that sort of thing. Wonderful time. Just brother time. Me and my brother James, we did it. And that went on for, I'm going to say, 10 years. After 10 years, word got out a little bit. Some of our friends started to know this tradition that James and I were doing. So, we invited our buddy John Gaveski along, and he showed up, loved it, and has been part of the club ever since. Slowly word leaked out, and another friend, John Gurton, loves the outdoors as much as James and I. He kind of joined the group, so now we had 4 of us out there enjoying Camp November, Lake Superior, and the just beautiful, quiet, occasional gunshot here and there, but we're in the state park. We can go hiking. You still got to wear your red and such, just to be on the safe side, but there's no deer hunting here. Like, you haven't heard any gunshots, and it's opening season right now. Well, about the time, I'm going to say 5-6 years ago, the biggest effect of global warming for our little group was that it's warm up here in November. When James and I first started coming, it was cold. We were in the 0 and 10 degrees. That's what it was. And gradually, through the years, we'd get a little bit warmer and warmer till the point now where our average temperature up here is 45. That's a kind of a guess, but like I don't even need this coat on right now. I'm wearing it just because it's deer hunting season. So with this warmer weather came the people. And Temperance River gradually started filling up until the point where, like 2 years ago, our campsite that we had gone to for all them years was full. Somebody else took it. And our little group, Camp November, was almost disbanded at that point. After 20 years, we figured it had a good run and we would keep it going. So what we decided to do was kind of change the rules a little bit. I like to call it Camp Rendezvous now, where we pick a spot where we're going to be. In this case, it's going to be Temperance River again. We all reserved our old sites there again. And we come up and just have fun. I come up 3 days early and just explore the Arrowhead, putter around. It's a beautiful time of the year up here. The color is gone, but so are the people and the bugs. So to me, it's absolutely worth it. Nothing like sitting in a nice warm camper at night eating a piece of pie with a cup of coffee and while it's cold outside. So this year I came up early and I've been at Bearhead State Park here. I haven't been here in many years. James and I winter camped here a couple times, but this is absolutely, it's like a brand new place to me. I don't remember any of it, and I'm enjoying it immensely. But today it's it's noon and it's Friday, so I'll be heading for the North Shore, Temperance River, where I'm going to meet up with John, my son David, John Gurton, my brother James, and whoever else got dragged along. I really don't know how many people are going to be there, but that's the fun of this whole deal is exploring. It gives us a tradition, a time allotment every year that the family says, these guys are gone the first week of November, so don't even try, talk them out of it. Because they did try, and it took years before the family stop trying to argue with us to go. They say it's too cold, it's deer hunting, it's this and that. They came up with hundreds of excuses, pretty normal for people who don't go and have never gone. So it's a tradition, and we don't want to break that tradition. So this year we're back to Temperance River. Last year we were going to actually come to Bearhead, but there was a mega storm. There was 2 feet of snow up here during this week last year. So we abandoned up here, switched up and went to Whitewater, which turned out to be awesome because Whitewater has its own special trout season, and I could be fishing for trout down there right now. So it's probably good that I'm up here because I'm getting the story put in here of Camp November and how it started. And I'm going to be talking and setting up interviews with the other guys and try to put together a little bit of a tape here. So get it going, because who knows how long this is going to go. But right now, I'm right where I want to be, man. I'm hanging 10. This is awesome. So we will catch you later on the North Shore. Bye. Johnny has magic hands.
Drinking hand sanitizer.
That's what she said.
Here, Camp November 2018.
I'm the new guy. Don't mind me.
He's nude?
That's Ralph. Actually, we got
Little
two
buddy.
Jims,
Little buddy.
two Johns, and
Dave.
a James, and me. I'm me. I'm the one that started this whole thing. I should be
A
special.
fart or a squeak? I'll let you know.
How was the chair?
That wasn't perfect timing.
You realize this is a 5-zone surround sound microphone.
You
Right?
just sterilize
You can
this.
tell right where it comes from. Okay, John, with all this light, tell me your Camp November story.
There's a story for you.
Sniper!
Take off the orange hats.
The first one was very raining and very cold, and
No, like, did you invite yourself, or did
I
we
don't know. I
invite you?
finally got
Yeah,
invited.
how did you get?
I finally got invited.
Because
I don't know how it happened.
Which one was it? Like 5, 6
It
years
was the
into
first
it?
one where you weren't able to go to your favorite spot, as far as I know. Yeah.
Which is right that way.
I
Gotta
always liked winter camping.
keep the light going.
I discovered my joy of winter camping from deer hunting, where I realized I liked the camping part more than the hunting part. But anyways,
So, did you hear about Camp November before for a
I
couple
don't
years?
remember. Yeah,
Yeah, how did you
I-
hear about it?
I knew it happened, but I wasn't ever invited for quite a while.
Did you think it because it was your body odor?
I think it was because of my personality.
It's because of you?
Well, it wasn't because of your cooking.
I don't know why it was.
Because we love you. We love you.
It's a treat I look forward to every year now.
Okay, we refer to him as John 2,
I thought it was other John.
the other John.
Yep, John.
Okay, other
I was
John,
born first.
describe how you got into Camp November.
Well,
I happen to know you begged, so we'll just.
I don't remember begging.
No,
I remember I was in a fishing boat with Rick,
He begged.
and I asked James about it, and he said, well, it's kind of a brother's thing. And Rick took me fishing one Sunday afternoon, and Camp November was brought up, and Rick goes, why don't you come this year? I said, really? He said, yeah.
Was it that easy?
In the boat it was.
But did you use any charm on him like you do the ladies?
Well, those are tactics I don't like to brag about, but yeah, a little bit.
Worked on Rick.
And it worked on Rick.
So you're saying Rick
He bought me a hamburger, okay? Get it up. Okay, the next guy to come
Hold the
was
stick for him.
is David. Talk to us, Dave.
We're going in order.
We're going in order of acceptance.
Dave was wearing diapers back when it started.
I remember when I was knee high to a grasshopper. I don't remember. And that's that.
That's the best he can do.
There was this time, and then in the camper. I think I slept on the
The
floor.
chili's getting chilly.
You should rotate it. I don't remember much more of that.
You rotate.
You rotate it.
And now you drive the cool Jeep.
I love Jeep.
Okay, Ralph,
me.
it's your turn.
I was once little buddy. I kind of miss little buddy sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Apparently
I think he was the one that begged.
No, I never begged.
begged
I
a
always
little.
You
accepted
did
that.
beg a little.
I always accepted that it was just a brother and traditional thing of the others that were along.
It's just supposed to be the two brothers.
I became a better camper over the years. I've always liked the camping, and finally this last year, Johnny here says, "You should come."
I didn't say you should
Yes,
come.
you did.
No, for the
No.
record.
I'm going to clear this up. I did not say you should
I did not
come.
invite you.
He texts me and says, "So how do I get on this Camp November?" And I said, "You have to go through the ranks."
I don't remember this.
You don't remember a lot. We're just going to put
true.
that in writing. Or on video.
He doesn't even remember his underwear.
Yeah.
Show him.
No.
Did you remember a plate for Camp November?
I did bring my dishes for Camp
He
November.
did bring
Then why did
brownies.
you ask to borrow a plate? He forgot that he forgot a plate.
I brought
Yep.
dishes. I just
He
chose
did
to
make
not
the
use
chili though, right?
He did
Yes.
make the chili
So that makes it
And the
better.
brownies.
with help.
them. And the brownies and the cookies.
That doesn't redeem everything.
Yeah, you begged.
It can be bought.
He begged and you begged.
Tell me how I begged.
Well, you seduced him.
That's not begging.
That's clever begging.
That's called manipulation. There's a difference between begging and manipulation.
called seduction. You seduced him
still-
with a whopper.
It's still different than begging.
The begging is
I'm still trying to learn when I begged.
I got a question for you about Camp November.
Okay.
What did you think when Big Brother here said, "I've got no mice in this camper," and then you find mice turds promptly in your coffee?
At the bottom of your empty cup of coffee.
It wasn't at the bottom of an empty cup. It was floating on the top of my coffee,
Oh.
and I took my first sip and
Mouse turds
you
float
put chocolate sprinkles in your coffee.
like little marshmallows.
And he goes, no, and I go, and you've never had mice? I don't think so. I go, I think I have a mouse turd in my coffee.
Why'd you keep coming back?
Is that how you explain the brain damage?
Yes. Why do I keep coming
And the
back?
irritable bowels.
Well, like First John here, it's, starting the second week of November, I start missing you guys, and I start thinking about the next camp.
Pass the
I,
hanky.
I like all you guys. Look forward to it all year long.
Right,
It's a tradition.
we've kind of figured out this is 22, the 22nd Camp November.
No way.
Yeah,
I can't even remember
90.
how long I've been doing
92 or 3 is we kind of narrowed it down as when James and I first started.
It started with Fred.
Started with Fred.
He was a plump 10-pound bunt cake with apples.
Oh, and we loved him.
You guys wouldn't appreciate him because you didn't eat him like we did.
We gave him his own seat in a Suburban,
We
man.
buckled him up in the back like a little baby.
Oh yes, and
it. You
we
gave him a name.
pampered that cake, man. It was so good. It was. Oh, he must have used like two sticks of butter in it.
I
It
don't know
was.
if I would brag about eating a guy named Rick, I'm still using my original pot.
I thought I recognized that. Yeah.
When we first started hiking in 80, 81, I bought this at Cub for $1.19. You can still feel the paper, the sticker's still there after all these years.
Yeah.
I don't
Cooked a
know.
mini and oatmeal in that.
I used to have to get a piece of foil for a cover. Do you remember that time? We're in the middle of nowhere, Canada, Quetico. And I told you that I forgot to bring my aluminum foil and I was bumming. and then we found a log cabin.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember
And I'm
that.
digging through the rummage of the log cabin.
And found the
There was a roll of aluminum foil, and I pulled off a sheet.
I've totally forgot about that till just
And
now.
there was a boat next to the log cabin that was kind of bent in half. It had 1961 sticker on it. Aluminum boat.
I don't remember that, but
Yeah.
ooh, you got
Anyways,
a Porsche. I didn't ever see the Porsche before.
it's been there forever. How about the chuck wagon?
That's cool. Yeah, I got it
I
above
think
my.
we should go here.
You would. Yeah. This is the back. This is Johnny's little camper. He built this himself, so I'm proud of him. I didn't actually think he could do it, but he surprised me.
Michelle's the new owner, but she doesn't know that yet.
Cool. Well, don't let her watch this video then.
Ooh, she sees everything that's on the internet.
David said he's going to give us a tour of the inside of his Jeep.
Let me turn on the light.
Oh, he has pretty lights. Ooh, that looks cozy.
iPad hanging over there.
Hanging? Where? Which way? Oh, there.
Put the seat up there.
Dang it, you got...
I can sit down and take my shoes off.
Show him the back.
Well, that's a big mess right now.
Oh.
And I got this little flashlight.
Yeah, I saw that right away. That's one bright
And then
light.
this is a zapper so that you can start your fire.
Ah,
And push that.
lucky I didn't get zapped last night when I was going to the camper. I was pressing every button I could find.
Oops, don't do that. You will zap yourself.
Those lights are cool.
You just plug into the battery on the back of the headrest. So it's all, you're not using the car battery. Super
That's-
cozy.
Yeah, I know. Sweet.
You gotta check out the front if you're videotaping. Of course, you got the iPad mini and the UPS. And phone holder.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of miles in this.
Don't forget the switches up in the top there too.
Yep.
The whole meter.
This is the Jeep of Jeeps.
Off and the switches.
Does everything. He has fancy lights.
These ones will start going away for LEDs that are sitting in my box.
Yeah, those are going to go on my Jeep, hopefully.
Yep. The halogen bulbs. All the other lights are all LED except for those two. Even the fog lights.
Well, those were the first ones, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, those are the ones I got you for Christmas one here. They didn't have the fancy cover.
Yeah, but the KC covers on them.
And then his wrench.
Yep, I just got that this year.
Sweet.
It came with the steel cable, and I swapped it out for the synthetic line now.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a
You keep the old cable for pulling. And his fancy rack.
Got the Max Trax over here. Axe on this side, shovels on the other side. Got the Rotopax gas tank, 4-gallon. High lift jack on the back. Lockdown so you can't steal it. And got the little tray over here.
Nice. Sweet.
So, it's got the Molly panel so you can put your stuff on there. It's a little messy back here right now, but that water.
Where's the meatloaf?
It's in the cooler. It's back in here.
No, one of those collapsible
Yep.
dishes. That's sweet. David is feeding me lunch. A bowling ball. How many guys bring a bowling ball camping?
That's my fridge.
I thought you had your electric one.
I did, but I didn't think I needed the whole big thing.
Dave spent a long time building this Jeep, getting it just how he wanted it. Holy cow.
Oh, I got a mashed potato go with it too.
Ooh. I don't know how good that'll taste cold though.
Just heat it up on a stove. That's all he said you needed to do.
Well, I've never done a mashed potato. I never did a
It's
potato.
already cooked. It's a twice baked potato. I even got my initials on here. Got this from work for Christmas.
Wow, cool. That looks nice. Well, that's what we're going to try to make for lunch.
Actually, we should. I'll eat that potato later.
Well, guys, I'm in Two Harbors now. I don't know if the camera mics can pick it up, but it's raining. We're in the middle of a pretty big storm. It's going to be a long drive home. Probably I'm 4 to 5 hours from home right here still, depending on what the weather's going to be like. Snow is in the forecast, so all in all, it's been a good Camp November. 5 days. I spent 5 days in my little camper, and I loved every minute of it. It was great. I ran my battery down, my coach battery, so last night I didn't have any furnace available to me. It was a mistake on my part because I forgot a light on for an extended period of time and come back and it's dead. So not a big deal though, because I had lots of blankets and I slept very comfortable, and when I'm cooking it warms up, so it was not too bad a deal. This year we had a group of us. We all left early. We left the actual camp at Temperance River we all left right around noon because of the weather coming in and stuff, and for once I feel comfortable. I spent 5 days just enjoying myself, and there's a chance, depending on weather, and I might just swing by the cabin and spend the night there in front of a nice fireplace for a while. That's still up for grabs. But anyway, that's it. I'm closing this video for Camp November 2018. Thanks for watching. Bye.